Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Marvel's Midnight Suns, where I just can't pull my attention away from this table. Look at her. She's fascinated, hypnotized. Okay, let's let's go do a thing. So I think we're gonna go ahead and pursue the next story mission. I'm really curious whether that will unlock this, or if it really does require a not just some other mission, but specifically a non-important mission to be completed. And if it is the latter there, we're probably going to hit a point in the story that requires one as well, and we can maybe, two birds with one stone. I know that we're pretty desperate for credits right now, again, like always. And there is a credits mission available, but I do kind of want to keep things moving, right?
Where in the hell are you, Blaze? Was running a search for our new pal Blaze's location, and all of a sudden, this happened.
Equone credite tucri. Latin?
Do not trust the horse Trojans. Carol, just what type of search were you running? There. It's a message. Well, more like a bad dad joke from beyond the grave.
Howard?
His research files. Whenever there's any unauthorized access, the Trojan Horse program activates, and bingo. There's our little thief right there.
The Southwest. That cannot be a coincidence.
Tony? Did Howard do this to all his files?
Oh no, only the good stuff. The really juicy stuff.
How juicy.
Well, I'll give you two guesses, but you'll only need one. A big green one.
And as we all know, big green guesses are the ones that are most likely to be correct. That's how that works. Do we have a particular... There was somebody that I was supposed to bring on a mission for some purpose, I'm sure. I'm going to bring Magic, because Magic is pretty leveled up. We're pressing that friendship level as hard as we can. This is a good look. I like this look. I do kind of miss the horns. We probably don't need... This is a difficulty normal. We don't need to bother customizing our items. We're going to get through just fine. I really do get a kick out of our teammates trying to talk to us and us just completely taking off and not listening to anything that they say. That is funny every single time. The sound of the sentence just receding as we sprint away. It's very good. See, that right there is some of that ludonarrative assonance. Nobody wants to hear what Tony Stark has to say. Even if he's right. Even if the thing he's saying is valuable.
We don't know what he's planning.
Hesitated with Bruce before and it cost us. Don't worry. This time I've accounted for...
And if these results are correct, it changes everything.
You knowingly triggered that Trojan horse, didn't you?
I did.
Another trap, Bruce? Huh. I'm disappointed.
No trap, Tony. An invitation.
To what? Join Queen Demon and the creepy crew? If anyone could fight her off, I'd have thought it'd be you.
And why would I ever want to do that? She values me, not the monster you all seem so fixated with. Together, we will shatter the limitations of what you refer to as magic and science. But don't take my word on it.
My gamma accelerator is only the first step. We stand on the precipice of true
Yeah, heard that one before. Usually when Pops was ready to kick off a new arms race.
Save your phony disgust for the cameras. We both know you're interested. I want you to finish Howard's work.
Uh-huh.
With me.
Of course.
Together we will fulfill your father's destiny.
Yep.
And bask in the glory of the Dark Mother.
And there it is. Well, Bruce, I can see how well this whole Lilith thing is working out for you, but the problem is, I already have a team. And while I appreciate the generous offer, We're gonna take back my father's data, and then kick your evil ass.
You misunderstand me, Tony. I wasn't asking.
Okay, we gotta hack some terminals, redraw to double resources and increase the heroism cost. Okay. Hacking the last terminal ends the mission, so yeah, just try to pull as much resource stuff as you can.
Forces to your presence. If you ever wanted to show off your elite hacking skills, now would be the time, Mr. Stark.
Me? Show off? What would ever give you that idea? And didn't I tell you to call me Tony?
Just hack the computer before they smash it, please, Tony.
See, that
Okay,
wasn't so
stop.
hard.
Let me control the fucking camera. Why is it every mission has to start with like 40 seconds of slow zooms and then the camera just hanging in place? Yeah, okay. All right, I know how missions work. Give. Okay, thank you. Great to be able to play the video game occasionally. Especially with like the amount of talking and bullshit that happens between missions in this game, they really should be very careful about anything that keeps you from playing. So that conversation was like entirely cliches and nothing happened. It's the writing in this game is so fucking weird. But a big part of this plot, a big part of like to what degree is Bruce mind controlled and to what degree is he being manipulated, relies on us being familiar with his state of resentment prior to the yoke of the Dark Queen being applied. And I think that tension's not really working because we never had like a moment of normalcy at the beginning of the story to give us our grounding. And whether or not Bruce is being taken for granted in favor of the Hulk, or the Hulk is being taken for granted in favor of Bruce, or neither of those things, or both of those things to some degree, is like a very different thing at different moments in the comics, right? There's not like a single status quo that they're obviously drawing from. So I think this could have benefited a lot from a little bit more like normal establishing time before things really kicked off. Not that it really matters, because like it's very obvious the game doesn't care about its plot, and so I guess it's weird that I'm trying to. Anyway, so there are two enemies on top of each other here. The one with the health bar is the one who's planning to attack the thing. Okay. Well, these health bar enemies have 200 health each. That's pretty serious. What do I have as far as knockback goes? Not a ton. Obviously, we want to get some cleanup done here.
Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared.
So I think... Oh no, the Mystic is the one with the health bar. Okay, so we can have Tony just quick blast this other dude, and I might just do that. No? Are we not? Am I not allowed to? See, he doesn't have a targeting circle under him. Things are a little screwy because of the fact that they're right on top of each other, I think. I could trapdoor somebody. If I trapdoored you, I still don't really have the problem. The problem with trapdoor is I just don't have a move that that benefits from the repositioning. Alright, so she's allowed to target here, but Tony's not. Why the hell not? It's very strange. I mean, this works okay. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take this.
Seek our loyalty.
We'll get those two separated. I think the likelihood of us spending heroism on surgical strike right now is pretty low. See what else we can find here. Heal's not really what I'm looking for. I might want to hold on to it for next turn, though. It would be cool to make sure this thing dies, right? That's my major thought here. So I could Mindbender. Yeah, I could absolutely just Mindbender one of these two, and then that puts me on hero combo enough to wipe out this guy. That's not terrible. And you know what? While we're at it, kicking you into him is a little wasteful if we're already going to plaster that dude. But I can't kill anybody else by moving at them, so yeah. What's that got you down to? 86. That's unfortunate. Trapdoor is still not sufficient. Although, if I trapdoor him, we could kill him with a box or something and save the, Yeah, actually, I like that quite a bit. We'll just put him... Does it matter terribly where? Probably not. Just over here somewhere. All that matters is that he's sort of close to that crate.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
This will.
There's a version of that kill that looks really cool, where it's not like a bunch of moves completely broken up and apart from each other. It looks like, honestly, maybe just throwing up block on everybody is the right thing to do here. I'm for sure going to spend a redraw on that. And then we're not allowed to redraw it again. Maybe I just want to take the interrogate. I guess let's put up the defensive posture. Yeah. That feels like a pretty okay start.
We will never forsake her.
Okay, these enemies are hitting fairly hard.
They send more to the slaughter.
Okay, not sure that's terribly meaningful.
You really are a terrible salesman, Bruce. At least butter me up before you attack my deservedly huge ego.
So what is cursed again? Okay, that's not so bad. That's not such a big deal. How many enemies are planning to attack her? Not that many, sadly. Well... Magic is being attacked. So we could do this with the Forceful Knockback card, but it feels like a waste, right?
Enjoy your rest.
We get magic a single point of counter, which is not nothing. Who knows? I may still use it. I don't know that it matters terribly who does this, but we should have somebody probably pull this interrogate.
My fist, your face. Last chance to talk.
Hope that we have the time to make playing that reasonable. Okay, a coil's fine. Probably can't actually quick strike you into any place that matters. This is never going up in value, so I think I'm also going to play this. Why am I not allowed to... Okay, there we go. I guess it somehow had unselected the card.
This should be good. Fail, Smydra.
Imagine being the person who wrote Fail Smydra. What must that be like? So right now people are mostly on magic. We're not going to be able to actually get this KO. Last Sight is not going to give me a kill on anybody, although we're not that far off. Oh, you know what? Okay, if I hit this guy with the barrel first, we will get there. I guess there's not really a ton of value in me being invisible right now, but just taking an enemy off the table is worthwhile. Plus, you know, damage. Damage is good. The curiosity, yeah, nowhere near.
Hell.
All right, a little bit of damage incoming for poor magic. Not a ton we can do about that. What do I want to... I probably don't need to hold on to both of these hero combos. And they're very similar. Okay, Gather is cool. Gather does some stuff.
Service.
You're mine.
Always holding.
Another round of warm bodies coming in.
Soon they arrive.
Don't waste the opportunity.
How much health does that dog
That
have?
facility is teeming with Hydra
217.
reinforcements.
Okay.
Anything you can do to expedite the process.
Look, you can't just smash the keyboard and wait for a bunch of algebraic equations to fly off the screen. This isn't some 90s movie.
So, we don't have... We can throw I've got this on the hunter, and then do a little bit of redrawing and hope to draw ourselves into the a way of becoming concealed. And all it would take is any card that I can redraw with her, right? But basically we could steal a turn from all of the enemies. I like that idea. Or, I mean, even if they all do attack her, it still doesn't end up being all that bad. And it got them off of the server as well. All right. I don't want to redraw these cards because they don't actually get out of your hand when you do it. I guess the Soul Blast is a fine thing to drop. All right, well, absolutely no reason we wouldn't play Limbo Portal. Doesn't look like there's anywhere really special to Limbo Portal, people. Yeah, I guess we'll just point him at one of the drops. And then I need to redraw something. I really want to redraw Gather. Gather's pretty good. Yeah, I want to redraw some of this garbage. No such luck. Alright, well, I think I should probably paste this dude while we're looking at it.
Does Hydra even pay you enough to cover
Doing that is just very free. And then it's hero combo versus surgical strike. I think I'm gonna drop the surgical strike. even though it is pretty good damage. There we go, because I was looking for something like that. So I have to get somebody damaged a little bit. Seems pretty doable. Alright, now that you're distracted.
You had your chance to escape. Weak, even for height.
Did she just not become invisible? Because that's pretty bad, actually. That's a very serious problem. She does not have that much HP, and I just put vulnerable on her because was that the draw a card one? And I was just like, not. I bet that's what it was. Well. We would get 40%. So there's a 4 in 10 chance here that we kill a high health enemy and also get a card play back. I think I'm going for this. And if this doesn't work, then I think we're probably in some trouble as far as the hunter being alive. Come on, come on. Hell yeah.
That was something.
That worked out pretty well. Alright, now she's only being attacked by 3 enemies, which is maybe survivable with that amount of HP and everything. And 262, we can take another one down.
Good effort.
And she has counter, you know? It's something. We can move around, but I've already spent my attack, right? Yeah. So yeah, I could move around to position for like sliding things, but I don't know that there's much of a point in doing so at the moment.
Hydra Immortalis. Her will.
Wow, okay. Nearly 300 damage. I will admit that I did not see nearly 300 damage in a single hit.
You will have to do better.
Kinda can't believe I'm still alive.
They are being reinforced.
Yes, thank you, Hunter. Alright.
You don't know me at all, Bruce.
Let's go ahead and hit the next console. We're not going to do a reroll on this because I just don't care about the gloss. Alright, so that gets us that. A card play that gives... Yeah, a card play that gives a little bit of heroism would be awfully nice. I definitely don't need both of these gathers. Let's try to find something that's going to give me... Well, I mean, this is free. And so I'm going to end up recycling... Maybe the Holy Burst? Maybe that's the thing that's not very exciting here. Alright, so that negated the attacks of 2 enemies. Magic is in okay shape to receive 1. Tony's in okay shape to receive 1, I think. And sadly, it did not draw us the thing that would allow us to get to heroism. I was really hoping for some kind of skill card there. Because an air superiority would have been nice. Alright, you're the only one who's missing any health at all? You know, that's not great. It's probably better... Okay, that's probably not what that's supposed to look like. Sorry, it's probably better for, like, Iron Man to do this.
I heard Lilith is kind of hot. Any of you dorks make a move yet?
Is that good? Are we proud of that? I'm gonna go ahead and use this just to get it out of my hand, I think.
Sure, why not? I gotta say, the whole Hail Hydra thing is pretty stale.
Heck of an angle on the bounce there. And then I can't actually stop this dog from attacking the Hydra server, but could be a lot worse. I don't really want to break stealth, and this will break stealth. But I also don't really want to spend my heroism to attack. I'm going to, because I would rather do this than not attack. But it's certainly not ideal.
You will leave this world alone and forgotten.
I've been waiting.
Okay, 93, not ideal.
I'm not going anywhere. Systems are failing.
Alright, the server is
I'm
in
sure you
fact
can tell
in
from
critical
there, but I'm
condition.
seeing power fluctuations in Hydra's system. It's not going to last much longer.
Do
at
we
this
need
rate.
20 skill essence? I think the answer is no. Let's go ahead and just grab this last data terminal.
Credit where credit is due. Stark knows his technology.
Got it.
Why can it never be easy with you?
Just lucky, I guess.
Tony, wait. We have what we came for. There is no reason to follow him.
I tried to reason with you, Tony, but you were never going to listen. Just like Mother said.
Well, I think he's got our number there.
Too beautiful, too painful for words. So I'll show you. Yes, of course.
Okay, then you were right.
Oh, and Tony, this was the trap.
Okay. Okay, that's a compelling trap. The Dread Maiden. Gain counter each time they are damaged.
Holy mother of... Is it me, or are these things just getting bigger and bigger? Look at the forehead on that thing.
Concerned about the lace.
Oh, I was getting to that. But I just can't pull my eyes away from that massive brain case of hers.
I'm glad you're in good spirits, but the Dread Maiden is no laughing matter.
Okay, so Dread Vigilance is not guaranteed counterattack on every hit. That's interesting. So I would love to get up to air superiority. I guess for right now we just kind of have to take whatever kills we can get.
You shouldn't try. You'll only embarrass yourself.
And our health really hasn't recovered. That should pretty much cover Tony. I should hit her really hard, right? I'm gonna redraw off the marked target for sure. So we could like wild strike into last sight on her. Or probably more like wild strike into last sight on this guy. We're probably not going to want to use gather. Let me spend our other reroll here. Okay, well this is quick. This gives us a free kill. We should probably take it.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
So we still have 3 card plays left. We're going to make it to air superiority, but I don't actually know that I want to play it. And you only have 908 health. And there's no indication that you'll, like, retarget or anything. Like, obviously I don't want to get cracked across the face while I have vulnerable, but I guess we can't see what her actions are anyway. Okay, 20% counter chance, and it just falls off at the end of the turn, right? So I think the next thing is like, don't Obsidian Collar the Last Stand just for raw damage. I mean, this is a dark card already. I think I am going to do this.
Welcome assistance.
Your time has come. As they say, it gets the job done.
And then air superiority is kind of bad here. I forgot that that these things taunt like that. I might see if we can keep you alive here.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
We're gonna go to next turn. Oh, cool. Boss is hitting me too. Well then, the hunter's probably dead.
Disappointed in your effort.
Being vulnerable and everything. Okay, pretty rad. Did I really narrowly survive that?
Greater numbers will not save you.
Okay, tell me these things are all minions. Beautiful. And yes, I did very narrowly survive that.
Sure.
Right, well, I think this is a good time for air superiority.
Been saving this for a special occasion.
I hope you are building one of those suits for me.
Okay, so it basically must have had the ability to refund a card, or to mark people before killing them, right? Because otherwise there would not have been a refunded card play.
Invigorating.
So we'll just set that up. And then I can't see us surgical striking. Quick blast is a really annoying draw here. I mean, it feels like it's gotta be heal on the hero, right? Even though it's not gonna get us the cards.
Walk in the light. This shall be of great help.
And then, like, I probably just redraw the Blade Storm. Looking for something a little bit more compelling to do here. Oh, that's a slide thing, not a detonator or an electric thing. Well, that's kind of annoying. I don't love this use of heroism.
I know what my future holds.
Alright, so one card play left, sadly. Not a ton I can do here. Right now it says Magic's gonna survive. I don't know how that could be the case. I kind of don't want to reveal you, so I might just play the terrible Quick Blast. Yeah, I think so.
This shouldn't take long.
Very effective.
Just completely failing to hit the end turn button there.
Keep it up, I'm taking names.
Right, I need to remember that they have the ability to deal damage to heroes that is not represented on the heroes at the end of the turn.
I'm right here.
Lilith has made this Dread Maiden in her own twisted image.
Interesting interpretation. I would have guessed it was something out of Giger's sketchbooks.
Doesn't look anything like... Okay. You know what? Never mind. He has no idea. Holy Burst is not out of the question. Can probably get you... Alright, I think I'm going to use a Quick Slash here, even though knockback does nothing on that dog.
You are too weak for this fight.
Yeah, it's not super impressive, but I think it's worth taking. I don't know if I think magic is worth getting back up right away. Let's... Oh, maybe she is. I won't be able to Holy Burst if I get her up, though.
Your fate is sealed. I fear no end.
Alright. So I could KO this one, draw a card, and just accept some damage. Actually, I am going to do this. Because I think I'm going to have Tony move over here afterward and draw this thing's attention.
How invigorating.
So it won't super matter that we're vulnerable on the Hunter. I have 2 card plays left. So we'll just do that. Throw up the old obsidian collar.
The advantage is mine.
And then hit you for lethal.
Their best was still not enough for us.
Alright, cool. So we spent our move already. Let's spend some rerolls here. Or I guess there's no reason not to pick magic back up.
It is good to be back.
There's not really anything especially fun to knock people into in here. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to be able to do anything helpful with this. I might just end the turn. And then we have like a decent... Oh, you know what? I should play it because if I don't play it, I'm like surrendering a card, right? Can I place close enough to maybe force people off the edge? Nope. Okay.
This will have
Into the machine racks they go then. Okay, yeah, already attacked. So we're just gonna have Iron Man use this extra move to get far away from everybody to avoid spreading corruption.
good work.
Ow. I do feel like that should deal some sort of damage to the boss that persists through the getup. I don't think it's going to, but I think it should.
Still want a fight.
Okay, wow, we drew a lot
Remind me
of...
to thank Banner for unleashing this thing on us.
Huh.
He really doesn't handle rejection well.
Really? Those two are not connecting.
Here we go.
That will do.
Okay, I pulled kind of a lot of surgical strike fodder here. Apply 2 marked and vulnerable. So I'm gonna get to put up very nearly lethal, actually. Okay, I am gonna mark you first.
I'm saving my energy so I need it.
Costs me a card, but the points of vulnerable are definitely worth it.
That will not distract.
That'll work.
I fear no end.
It's a good start. And then we're going to redraw off this because I just can't... Oh, right. This card doesn't even work that way. Well... I mean, magic can resolve this problem for free.
You won't survive another encounter.
Or this one.
Time, it will be forever.
Let's just get some more damage on there while the vulnerable persists.
Let's do it.
My fate is no different from yours.
Well, I gotta tell you, I have pretty high hopes for being able to mop this up on the next turn.
It is my purpose.
Provided that they don't down all 3 of us right here, which
You will pay for that.
they might, honestly.
This is taking a turn.
I will not be defeated.
Okay, well, let's hope this is one of these missions that ends immediately upon accomplishing the one main objective.
The longer this takes, the more danger you're in. Don't let her overwhelm you.
That's a really helpful insight. Maybe you should come down here and knock her out for us.
So just in case it doesn't work that way, I feel like I maybe want to... If I redraw myself into some knockback, I can knock you into that one probably, and then we can air superiority for a lot, and it will be enough to kill her. Or maybe not, but it'll be really close anyway. Actually, this guarantees that it will be. Is that better than the surgical strike? It's a heck of a lot better than the surgical strike if the mission doesn't immediately end. And I think that is a concern that I have to have.
I bet you guys couldn't even beat the security guards in my parking garage. Shouldn't have pissed me off. Oh, big deal.
I wasn't sure how you'd fare against her, but the Dread Maiden was no match for you.
It keeps showing me things that make me nervous the mission isn't going to end. Okay, good.
What'd you call that thing again?
Dread Maiden.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I think I lost myself there for a second. I should have listened to you.
I'm sorry about that.
He that starts out on a quest for vengeance.
This work, this discovery, will have ramifications for generations to come. Think my own son, Tony.
Better not miss.
So it doesn't really feel like a story mission in the sense that, like, nothing happened. We went over there and it was a trap and we wriggled out of it very easily, and yeah, and nothing was advanced. It gave Tony the chance to look dour about his daddy issues. So in theory, when we get back, it should be Emo Kids meeting time like basically any minute now, right? I assume that the reason we haven't had one in such a long time, despite the last, getting the last ingredients order from Magic like 20 nights ago, is just because we've been overwriting our evenings with events so frequently. That's like a pretty cool looking team, right? Hi.
Every time it seems like I finally put my family issues behind me, someone has to go and pick at the scar.
Is this about what Banner found in your father's files?
Bingo. Let's just say your mom and my dad would have made a real cute couple. In hell.
Your father might have been a terrible person, but I do not think he could possibly compare to the threat from my mother.
Oh boy, are we really doing a whose parent was worse competition? We should get Nico out here to judge.
He likes that?
Perhaps I should know more about him. Your father, that is.
Some kids' dads had hobbies like collecting coins or stamps. Mine collected Defense Department contracts. And on the rare occasions when he wasn't off trying to build a better bomb, he was yelling at me.
Over what?
Over everything!
So, Banner wants one of your father's bombs?
No, it's worse than that. Howard had an avid interest in gamma radiation. That's the thing that puts the Hulk in Hulk. He always talked of constructing a gamma.
And then the game crashed. Haven't seen one of those in a minute. But we're back here. Hi, and once again, the clipping. Just so much clipping. Why not just not put things in places where clipping can happen? Just don't attach a big satchel to where the arm goes in the most common pose. Ugh, anyway. We are, in fact, just in time for an Emo Kids meeting. And, you know, it's entirely possible as well that it's just like, you know, Emo Kids meeting number X can't occur until at least story event Y. Am I not allowed to pet my dog? What is going on with this? Okay, I'm going to try not to get too close to you first. This game is so fucking finicky about...
Good
okay,
girl, Charlie.
it was just never going to give me the prompt, but when I was not too close, just the right distance, I was at least able to press the button and make it happen. Hooray! You know, because my dog always has money for some reason, and I feel very strongly about confiscating that. She's going to eat it and make herself
Made
sick.
short work of the Dread Maiden.
That's true.
So don't get mad, but Caretaker wants to run Emo Kids tonight.
I am mad. She always wants control.
I am used to her taking over. She does this whenever I find my own path.
And also at all
It's
other
just
times.
for tonight, okay? I'll shut down the Emo Kids before I let her take over. All right, let's do this.
Lead the way.
All right, I did deliver the ingredients to Magic already, so we are prepped for the best possible version of this thing.
Tonight's ritual will prove to be an absolute treat.
I don't like the Hunter's jokes very much.
Caretaker rarely displays her true power.
Haha, raw power is nothing without the precision to magnify it. Tonight, we bear witness to a master. I confess my ignorance as to her methods is quite thrilling. A rarity for any Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes, you look thrilled. That's the face one makes when thrilled.
How much did Nico tell you about tonight's meeting?
She said you are leading it.
I suspect you have an opinion on the matter. Say what you must.
I mean, she knows already. There's no reason not to be honest about it.
This is a far cry from observing.
I asked to run this meeting because we approach the moment of your death. I won't have amateurs bungle this.
Like magic? She brought us closer to what happened than anyone else.
On the contrary, her misguided approach reminded me of an old technique. It will reveal the truth while keeping you safe. Tonight I will cocoon your conscious mind from your past self. When you are ready, we can safely observe the events of your death.
We can begin.
What is the last memory on the night of your death?
Lilith, asking me to join her.
Keep it close. That's where you'll begin.
All right.
So I am interested to see if they're going to do a Lilith is an evil twist, because they are seeding a lot of like little bits of doubt here and there. And if they do that, I'm curious like in what way exactly it will happen.
Join you? Why would I ever do that?
Since my transformation, I have made so many children, yet all pale beside my greatest creation. My true child, perfect, conceived in my very image.
I am nothing like you!
Not yet, but you will be, when I remove the shackles that bind you.
I will never stand by your side.
Foolish child, you have no choice in the... But we can no longer afford such lies.
I cannot move! The Darkhold! She has the Darkhold.
You cling to the delusions of your captors. Embrace your true self trapped within.
She lifts the Darkhold high. She...
We are in some dire animation territory here.
That's it? That's how the Hunter died?
There's nothing more.
So the Hunter died because of a book?
Miss Rasputin, the Darkhold is hardly a book.
So Lilith read the Hunter to death.
You can hit somebody pretty hard with a book.
Through the Darkhold.
Ugh, still a boring way to die.
Like, if magic needed to kill somebody with a book, I bet she could pull it off.
What did Lilith mean about your true self?
I think Sarah can shed some light on this.
I think you're right. Sarah knows her sister better than anyone alive. Perhaps she has insight on what Lilith meant.
Yes, that's what I just said to you.
I will talk to Sarah.
Sounds good.
And that line was so clearly a start up a conversation line. It really feels like they wrote a lot of dialogue for a lot of situations, and then there was a ton of like chopping things up and replacing them and moving them around. And so there are starts of conversations in the middle of conversations now, and it's got a very disjointed feeling.
I'm disappointed. I thought there'd be more to it.
Same here.
I always thought her attack on the Abbey was to recover the Darkhold, but it appears it was a means to an end.
What she said about me, my true self. Can you explain that?
No, it's nonsense, but she clearly believed what she said. Perhaps we can use this against her.
How?
When we're ready to face her, you may be able to divert her attention.
You want to use me as bait?
Well, if you're offering.
Why is using me as bait always your plan?
Because it works.
Works meaning gets me killed, to be clear. Let's all remember. Also, I did think it was a little goofy that like they just teleport your model back in time effectively. The you ghost is made of whatever you look like at the time. So the several hundred years ago me has the facial tattoos that I didn't get until last week. Like there should be a canonical Middle Ages appearance. But if they did that, then how could they honor the full customization of the full completely meaningless customization of your avatar's appearance? Kind of, sort of full, sort of, you know. You can pick 7 options off a menu. That's full-ish.
That is all I wanted to ask.
Are you all right? This can't have been easy to relive.
Not knowing was the hardest part of my return. I feel better.
Good. I won't keep you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
All right, but now we have to walk out of here to despawn the meeting. Oh, sorry, I have to talk to Nico first, too. Before I'm allowed to fast travel around and grab chests.
Another meeting completed. You heading out?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
Okay, I see the idea. You get a couple of those that could become pretty useful. Mindbreaker just turns into apply 3 Berserk, right? Which doesn't, as far as we can tell, mean much of anything. What does Holy Burst become if you upgrade it? Larger area, more healing, not more damage. Okay, well. Mindbreaker just is not very compelling.
Move for me. I can't move for you. That defeats the purpose.
Okay, are there chests? I think we are fully out of keys now, but also white and blue chests are free to open, so. Complete disinterest. How can I care about what's in this box when there's a whole chicken mushroom over there? Okay. We do have a purple box and an orange box available. All right, greater strength tonic. Probably pretty good on the hunter now that we have so many ways of turning invisible. And I think that's it. Yeah, a couple of chests we can't open.
Why don't you just tell me what's bothering you instead?
Alright, real quick circuit to make sure I didn't miss any little sparkly lights, and then we're going to bed. It is not clear to me whether new stuff spawns at night, or whether cleaning things up every day is good enough, every morning that is. So we'll just have to keep looking around for the time being.
Hunter, hello.
Alright, but I think that is probably enough of that.
Deadpool won't hit a lady.
Is that Deadpool is out there threatening the other members of the team? It's fine. It's great to see he's getting along with everybody. So, we pulled another artifact. Our research level is going to go up, which is still important. Meeting 5, ingredient list. Corpse flower, dryad saddle, heroic essence. Okay, I can make that happen. We definitely have all of that stuff right now, right? I might not. I might have spent down on essences. No. Okay. You have 50 corpse flower? Yeah, alright, so let's go give that to her right now if we can figure out where she is. Let's also go press R on Charlie.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Pretty good odds we will never need Charlie in combat ever again, but still, here we are. Okay. Where is Magic right now? Magic is in the war room. Okay. I definitely want to do that before we end the episode here so that I don't forget.
You are gonna love this.
Alright, can reroll one card whenever a gamma coil is analyzed. And additional rerolls may be offered as a sparring reward. Interesting. Sorry, first thing we want to do is artifact study.
You have my undivided attention. Now this is magic.
A ledger of lost mines.
If only.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work.
Maybe I should have brought Ghost Rider as our third person.
Not bad.
Because we're still trying to actually get an epic ability for him. Guarding Strike is interesting. I don't know that it's interesting enough that I would put it in the deck, but... Surgical Strike with that mod is definitely cool. I definitely want to take that. And then, like, I kind of like this, too. Yeah, I think let's go with these.
Always up for a challenge.
Then show me something good.
Sometimes. I even impress myself.
Wow, and that card doesn't do anything by itself? That's rough. The rest of the mission, deal bonus damage to enemies knocked through a portal. Okay, you know, that is probably worth putting in our magic deck. Okay, Limbo's Grasp for sure. I don't think Heads Up is very good. I mean, right now we have some quick slashes that just don't even have mods on them, right? So this will be an upgrade over those at the very least. I should have built this before we did those cards. That said, I'm not too upset about the stuff that we got.
Some decent tech down here.
Gave the Anvil an arc reactor. Sure.
So, what did you have in mind?
We'll worry about crafting and stuff later.
See you, Hunter.
That's not a thing we need to do right now.
It's a simple question.
I mean, maybe?
Maybe how? Maybe you did see a stolen piece of one-of-a-kind gamma tech at the mysterious creepy lab?
It is possible. We were busy.
Yeah, trying to save our friend. The one you all abandoned.
No, the one we are all trying to save, along with the rest of the planet.
Banner's accelerator.
Now this from the person who saw their first light bulb a few weeks ago.
And we're done here.
What if I were to tell you that theoretically, we could use the accelerator to destroy the Parchment of Power?
I would say, theoretically, that without the Parchment of Power...
The prophecy could not come to pass.
But that is impossible.
Agreed.
This from the wizard with the talking cape, the resurrected demon hunter, the blood witch, and the queen of limbo? I'm the most boring person here.
There might be a way to return to that facility.
It's a weird horror movie villain close up on Tony there.
It contains a memory of every portal I open, but it is better if I show you. Each time I try to reach it, something pushes back. Like I've hit a wall.
Wall? More like pure
evil.
A demonic energy barrier. Unlike any I felt before.
Bruce. No matter what we do, he's always one step ahead of us. And to think, he used to be the boring one.
There has to be a way through, and we have to find it.
Try explaining that to Auntie Caretaker. She just read me the riot act about putting you in danger.
You worry about the barrier. I will handle Sarah.
Or not. Or I will just ignore her and we will get on with our business. Because there's no reason that we have to interact with her. Like,
thanks, Hunter.
Right? She's not actually helping very much. Alright, so did that unlock the Deadpool mission? It did not. Okay, so you really do have to do a zero consequence non-story mission. However, now we're in that position. Like I said, we're doing one of those will unlock two of these things. And I think it's probably going to be this. I'm just going to click into this mission just to make sure. Okay. Just don't commit Doctor Strange. Well, I guess we don't have the intel for a hero op or the hero op for a hero op. Anyway, so. But don't put him on bed rest.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair.
All right. I guess it's Robbie's turn again.
Like playing with fire, huh?
All right. A worthy use for our
no pain, no gain.
4 hour credits.
Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
And then we may as well upgrade this, right? Larger area. Hooray! Even more increased damage in combat from a thing that you're never gonna notice. Alright. I don't feel like I need to actually... We do need to look at people's stacks a little bit. I don't think I want to take this because I don't want to be completely unable to discard all of Tony's cards. We need some people to still be redrawable. So what is this going to take? This is going to take 300 plus who knows what to run it. All right. All stuff to worry about next time. And speaking of next time, that's gonna... Okay, yes, there we go. It happened. That's gonna be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're just gonna go on a humble little heist. Listen, I'm sure it's fine. It's morally fine as long as you're robbing guys that you have strong political disagreements with. Right? That's what heroism is. And we'll see you then.